welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a little everyday makeup slash what I wear to uni. I am sorry about this setup. I really hate just sitting on the floor and doing my makeup. I wish I had a nicer setup, but there is nowhere for me to do it in this flat, so this is what we're working with. This is what I do every day. It usually takes me about half an hour to do it, and I'm going to try and stick to that today because I always end up waffling on in these videos and then it takes me so long to do my makeup, so I'm going to try and speed up the process a little bit. I'm not going to waffle on at all. Most of these products I've actually got from Lookfantastic, so I'm going to leave the code on the screen now, so if you do want to go and shop, it gets you over 20% off, and if things are in the sale already, it still gets you an extra 5-6%, maybe even 10% off depending on the offers that week. So yeah, leave it on the screen, make sure you go and check it out. If you can't get this on Lookfantastic, I will let you know, but I'm also going to link everything down below anyway. But yeah, I'm going to get straight into the video. I really do hope that you do enjoy. I'm actually using it out of this little pot because when I went to Copenhagen I took this with me, and I needed to use up this pot because I put way too much in. But this is the CeraVe moisturiser, and I have been absolutely loving this. I used to use CeraVe when I was in first year uni and I liked it, but it was just okay. And then since I started using it again, my skin has been so much clearer and it's just loving the moisture. I can really tell that it just feels so much better. It feels so much better. I absolutely love it. I've been putting that on before my SPF. I don't know if that's right. If there's any makeup artists watching this or whatever, which you shouldn't be because I have no idea what I'm doing, or if just anybody knows, please just let me know if I should put my SPF on first or after my moisturiser. Because the only thing is that my SPF, I use this one, the La Roche-Posay Factor 51, but it's tinted, so I'm thinking if I put this on after before my moisturiser, then when I put moisturiser on, it's all going to go patchy. I don't know, so please let me know. So like I just said, next thing I'm going to go in with is my SPF. I love this because it just gives you the nicest little glow to the skin. Oh, it's so nice. I absolutely love it. And obviously, it's protecting as well. This is really good on holiday, you know, because I am a pasty girl. I'm not going to lie. Naturally, I am so pale and I don't tan. I do not tan on holiday at all. My skin does not like the sun. So I end up having to put tan on, but that does come off when you're in the pool and stuff. So just having this on your face just gives you that nice glow and sort of balances out the skin. Because I also do, I don't know if you can really see it, but I don't think you can see it much, but I do have a birthmark. It comes out more if I'm really hot or really cold. I do have a birthmark here, so it's sort of almost masks that a tiny little bit. I just love it. I think it's the best. Right, now moving on to brows. This new product is my favourite thing. I have non-stop raved about it. I've told everyone about it because I love it so much. So it's the Refy brow pencil, but look how small the thing is. Is it going to focus? It's absolutely tiny. You can get right in the little hairs. It's just the best. I am going to actually have to put my mirror up for this because I can't see what I'm doing if not. So that's why I'm looking over here, but you really can just get in all the little sparse bits of your brows, and I have quite a lot of sparse bits, and I found that it takes me miles less time to do my eyebrows now. The colour match to my eyebrows is unreal. Genuinely, this has taken what, 1 minute maybe, and obviously I still need to use the spoolie and sort it out. It's not great, but look at that difference. It's just the best. I think it's 14 quid or something. This you can't get on Lookfantastic, but like I said, I'll still link it down below in case you want to go and shop. I just absolutely adore it. I think it's the absolute best. I'm not too neat with my eyebrows, I'm not gonna lie. I just sort of throw it on there and hope for the best. I'm really hit or miss with my eyebrows. I said to my friends the other day, I literally look like I've got no eyebrow hairs half the time. But this, since I started using this, game changer. Absolute game changer. But this does not look that great right now, so please trust the process. I'm going to use this little spoolie side and I go like this. So I literally go like that through the hairs just to blend everything out, and then that's it. It just looks so much more. Can you see this one's still a little bit more harsh, whereas this looks a little bit more like your natural eyebrow. This doesn't have to be the cleanest thing in the world either, because you can just sort it out with concealer in a sec. Still trust the process, but it does look a little bit less harsh, and then obviously it's sort of blended out a little bit, so that's what the concealer will fix. This is the Morphe concealer. I got it in the shade 1.25 and I use this every single day. I absolutely love it. But I have actually bought the NARS one, so I'm going to try that one out soon because I've heard really good things about it, and a couple of my friends have it and they absolutely love it. But I've been using this for ages now. So I literally just dab a tiny bit here like that, and then just blend it out. This little brush came in a Real Technique set. I actually got it on Lookfantastic. It was like 16 quid, and it came with like 9 different brushes. It was so cheap. I hope you can see this. Sorry, I know this isn't the best angle in the world. I sort of make my way up slowly because I don't want to take too much product up into the brow, because then if I don't want it to go that high up, it's sort of like too late. So if I start lower and then build it up, I've got something to still wear it with. Can you see the difference? I mean, the concealer's still a little bit harsh, but when we put the foundation on, it'll all blend out. So this is the before and this is the after. It just cleans it up really nicely. It is currently 7:30 in the morning when I'm filming this, and I don't think I've been up this early in so long. I used to have quite a lot of 9 AMs at uni, but now I only have like 1. I don't know why I chose to do this today, but I was like, I really want to get some filming done. Does anybody else have that one eyebrow that's just 10 times better than the other? Like this one always looks so much better than this one. This one just does not want to cooperate. Now I do things in a little bit of a weird order. So I used this last because if I use this first, I found that it goes really thick and really clumpy when I try and put like the brow pencil over the top. So I like to just use a tiny bit of this, like the lightest hand ever, just to like sort of set the brows in place. I can't really see what I'm doing because I'm using the viewfinder, but I just use the tidgiest bit, and then I'm just gonna go around the top and just make them look a tidgy bit neater, because like I said, this brow just didn't want to cooperate with me, so this allows me to sort of play with them and even them out a little bit. My brows seem to take me a lot less time now than they used to, which is excellent. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I've been using this foundation combo for such a long time and I absolutely love it. I use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I use this All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation by NARS, but I don't know if they even sell this anymore, because when I went to go and buy it, I bought it and it wasn't the same one. It was like the longer one, and I can't find it anywhere now, so I don't know what's happened there. I use literally like 1 pump of this and put it all over the skin, and then once again like 1 pump of the Giorgio Armani as well, because I love the 2 foundations together. I think they look really nice together and they just blend out perfectly. They give me the perfect coverage. I'm using this Morphe brush. It's like a Morphe 2 brush. It came in a set of 4. I just use this to blend it in. I find that less foundation is more these days. I used to use so much foundation, and then I just realised that I just don't think it looks good, and because I have oily skin, like even with powders and stuff, there's only so much that a powder can do unless I keep reapplying it all day. So if I put loads and loads of foundation on, to be honest, it's only ever just here on my forehead, because I sweat a little bit on my forehead. Sometimes like I get tiny little patches there, and I found that if I put too much foundation on, it's really noticeable, whereas now I've started putting less on, you can barely ever see it anymore. Like it doesn't really happen. And if I want to add a little bit more if I'm going out, I do, but this is like what I do every single day. So like if I'm going to uni or if I'm going just like shopping or whatever, this is what I'll do. And then if I want more coverage anywhere, I'll just go in with more concealer. I'm gonna go back in with that same concealer and just put it practically all over my face, to be fair, but just the spots that need a little bit more coverage, or like here, like I just want to like highlight my face. So this is where I usually put it. Every now and then I'll go in with a tiny bit more here if I want more coverage, because I really hate my under eyes, and it's like that one thing. I say the one thing, there's a few things, but like I just hate how I have these lines here. You can't really see them right now because of the concealer, but I have like proper dark under eyes, and then I think it's just like my face structure where my bones, it comes in like a line under here, and I absolutely hate it. It drives me insane. I look constantly tired. It doesn't matter how much sleep I've had, I still look absolutely shattered. And I found that even with concealer, like concealers definitely help massively, but you can still, like, it's not going to change the shape of your face, like the structure of your face, so you can still see it. So if there is ever, if I am actually really tired ever, I will just go in with like a little bit more, because I feel like that's the bit that's really noticeable. So now that that's sort of like all blended in, I like to go back in with that foundation brush. I know I said like it was to highlight, and it still is, so I'm not going to go in too much and I don't go too far in, but just around the bits that I've just concealed, I'm just gonna almost buff it into the skin a little bit and just make sure that that's all nicely blended together. I love the way that I'm talking like I literally have any sort of clue what I'm talking about. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Right, next onto powder. This powder is just, she's my absolute fave. She really is. If you've not heard of this product before, I don't know where you've been, but the Laura Mercier translucent powder is what I use every single day. And then, right, controversial opinion, I guess, because it's like a massive thing on TikTok at the minute, and I do really like it. But I've got this little Grwm powder puff, and I use this to just go in and powder, and it is good. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like it. But I was expecting like big things, you know, because people were raving about it so much. If you've been on TikTok at the minute, you'll know that people are like raving over this product. And I do like it, don't get me wrong, I do like it, I have been using it. But I use this Real Techniques sponge for powders too. And there's not that much of a difference really. I don't know, I think maybe I just thought in my head that it was going to be like this incredible thing, but maybe like there's only so much that, oh, I've just got this all over my face. There's only so much that like a little sponge thing can do realistically, and it's not that dissimilar to the Real Techniques one. But this was about £6 for one, and this was on TikTok shop for like 10 quid for two, so they're both around the same price. They're both just as good in my opinion. One thing I will say about this though, which maybe makes it a little bit better than the Real Techniques one, is that you can like sort of use this to pat it in, you know, after you've already put it on, and use the excess to like tap it into parts of the skin that don't need as much powder. Whereas the Real Techniques one soaks up quite a lot of the product, so even when you're still like buffing it around, you're still putting quite a lot of the powder on other parts of your face, whereas this one literally is just using the little excess bits. So maybe it is a tidgy bit better actually, now I'm thinking about it. It does leave the skin looking so nice and smooth. Maybe I'm changing my mind. I've only used it like once or twice, and I was a bit like, But yeah, it is really good. And I just put that like right under my eyes. That's where I put the most. And then here, just to like almost contour a little bit. Can you see there's like a tiny little bit there? And then I just use a little bit more on the forehead, and then sort of go all over the face with the excess. Now, I am a very, very oily girl, so I have to go in. I use any powder really, like any drugstore powder. But this is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Just any sort of powder brush. This is the Real Techniques one. Once again, this one came in a set, and I just use a tidgy bit of that and just put it all over the face really, just to blend everything in together. Because if I don't use this and then I go in with like any sort of bronzer, then it sticks and goes a bit patchy. So I just like to do this just to blend everything out nicely. So for bronzer, I've been using two different ones. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the Hoola Light, and this is the NARS brush, which I got with the bronzer that I'm going to show you in a sec. And I just go in with this first because Hoola Light is pretty light. It is really nice and buildable, so I like to put this almost as like a little base for the NARS one. Sorry if the lighting's changed massively. The sun was like beaming in, so I had to go and shut it, but I feel like the lighting may have changed. I'm just bringing this up to the forehead. I don't really like to go like swooping at the top. I usually like to build it up more or less up the sides, and just, I don't like to use too much because like I said, this is going to be like a base. It's just added that little bit of extra glow to the face. I am going to use the NARS Laguna and a different brush. This is also part of the same Real Techniques set that I used to powder the skin. I absolutely love this, but I don't like to use too much. So yeah, I just go in over the top of the other one and just add that little bit of extra bronze to the skin. Like I said before, I feel like these two bronzers are really nice and buildable. So if I'm like going on a night out or whatever, I'll just put more on. And I like to take the excess of whatever's left on the brush. I don't really go in too much more for the forehead. I just like to take whatever's left on that brush. I mean, I did tap in there a tiny bit just to get a little bit more for this side. But I don't like to put too much on the forehead, so I just use whatever's left on the brush. Hopefully you can see like how much bronzier the skin is now. I love it. Next up, new favourite little products, my Dior blush. I love this so much. I love it. I saw people, you know that like de-influencing trend that's on TikTok at the minute? I saw people like sort of slating on this and being like it's pretty, but you can get prettier blushes for a cheaper price. And I do sort of get what they're saying, but I just love this. I think it's the most beautiful blush ever. I love it. I absolutely love it. And to me, it is like worth the money. And when I got it, it came in like the most beautiful packaging. It was absolutely stunning. So I'm just thinking like, imagine how much of a perfect Valentine's Day little present that would be. And you could ask for it for birthdays. Like, it's not gonna run out quick. If I'm feeling like I want a tiny bit extra or a little bit of a shimmer, because the Dior one's sort of just quite matte, I go in with the NARS Orgasm. This is like the little mini one, and I love it. And I just go over the top with a tidgy bit of that. You definitely don't need them both, but they do make a nice little combination. And I just like the shimmer that's in the NARS one. And then I just use the excess and practically put it all over the face. Next for highlight, I'm going to go in with the MAC Soft and Gentle. I've been using this since I was in probably like year 8 and I absolutely adore it. This brush is just like a random little brush that I found. It's a Real Techniques one again, it came in a set. But I'm not really picky when it comes to like a highlighter brush. I'll just sort of use anything that's around as long as it's small and does the job. But this one is really nice. And I just sort of, I don't like to put too much on because I don't want to be too like glowy, but it just adds that gorgeous glow to the skin, which is why I like it, because it is soft and gentle, you know, like it's not too like in your face. I'm just going back in with the Hoola Light to do some eyeshadow because I really don't do much eyeshadow when I'm at uni, like at all. Like I just want to add a titty bit of colour to the eye, but I'm not that fussy about what it is, so I usually just go back in with my bronzer and I literally spend about 2 seconds on this. I do use this brush every day though because it's brilliant. It came again with a Real Techniques set. I love my Real Techniques brushes. I feel like people don't use them as much anymore, but I still absolutely love them. Curling my eyelashes. This one is from String Green and it was about £2. So I don't really feel like you need to be picky with eyelash curlers, but this one was just so pretty. And then over the top, I'm going to go in with the Sky High Waterproof. I love this. This is the best mascara ever. I mean, I haven't tried any others for a while. I do actually have a new MAC one. It's called the Stack one, I think that's what it's called. And I'm going to try that as soon as this one runs out. But this is so affordable. It's like £9 and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'll show you the difference. So obviously this is the lashes before. Whoa, those eyelashes have been curled a lot. Jeez. Oh my god, I can't believe how much that curled my eyelashes. I do usually like to go in with 2 coats of this because I just like the look of, like, it makes it look darker and a little bit more full. I am not really an eyelash girl. I can't really find eyelashes right. I mean, my skin's pretty sensitive anyway, so I ain't used eyelash glue in years, so I don't know how my eyes would react to that. But do you know what I mean? That's one layer. Look at the difference. I've just never found like a really nice eyelash that doesn't obviously look like fake eyelashes. And I know that's kind of like the point, but you know the band, like the band bit, it's just always so thick that it just, I don't know if it's my eye shape, I don't know if they just don't suit my eye shape or whatever. I just don't use them really, so getting a good mascara is quite important. And I have naturally quite long eyelashes, so I am lucky, but this really just makes them stay in place all day, keeps them on all day. I feel like when I put mascara on is when I really start to see the makeup like come together. Right, so for lips I go in with, to be honest, I change it every day. I use Morphe every single day. I love the Morphe lip liners, but I do change it up. Wait, I can't do this and talk at the same time. 1 second. This one is Sweetheart. I use a Morphe lip liner more or less every single day. I like Sweet Tea, Sweetheart and Honeymoon. They're my 3 faves. 3 faves. Can't get that out. Yeah, so I absolutely love them. And then for lipstick, I've been going in recently with the MAC. I've been using the cream sheen ones. This is Creme de Nude, and I love it. Like, I just go in the middle. And look at that, like, gloss that it adds. And then just, like, blend that out. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. I love this little new lip combo. And that is it. So this took me a little longer today because I was filming and chatting, but this usually takes me like less than half an hour if I'm doing it quick. And then I sort of do the same makeup every day anyway. If I'm going on a night out, I'll just add a little bit more, do a little bit more eyeshadow, but this is what I do most days. But yeah, this is the final look. I will actually get the camera and show you it in natural lighting because I'm aware that the lighting's been changing quite a lot in here, so give me 1 sec, I'll show you the makeup in natural lighting. This is the makeup in more natural lighting. See, it's not like too much. I don't like to go like too harsh on the bronzer and stuff day to day. I like to build it up more if I'm going out, but for uni this is what I do every single day. But yeah, that is the final makeup look. I really do hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and do subscribe, and if you want to go and buy anything, please do use my code because it gets you some money off and it helps me out too, so that'd be brilliant. Thank you so much for watching this one and I'll see you soon. Bye!